Welcome back to Who Died Today. Over the past few days, the world has bid farewell to some truly beloved and unforgettable stars. In today's episode, we pay heartfelt tribute to these remarkable lives and the legacies they've left behind. Before we begin, we kindly ask for a moment of support. If any of these stories have moved you or reminded you of someone special, please give this video a thumbs up to honor their memory. Thank you. Today, we honor a beloved face in American entertainment, actor, artist, and comedic soul Gailard Sartain. A man whose face made us laugh, whose talent gave us joy, and whose art left a mark far beyond Hollywood. From his cult comedy beginnings to scene-stealing roles in major films, Sartain wasn't just a performer, he was a creative force who lit up every screen he touched. Please give this video a thumbs up to honor his memory and help more fans discover the story of this incredible artist. Born September 18, 1943 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Gailard Sartain studied at the University of Tulsa, earning a BFA before launching a successful career in illustration. But Tulsa saw his true spark when he created the late-night comedy show Dr. Mazeppa Pompazoides' Uncanny Film Festival, where a young Gary Buzzi also got his start. It was here that Sartain's love for performance came to life. From the 1970s through the early 2000s, Sartain appeared in over 40 films and countless television shows. His roles in Mississippi Burning, The Big Easy, Fried Green Tomatoes, and the Ernest films earned him a place in America's comic memory. In 2005, after finishing Elizabethtown, he quietly retired, calling it the perfect end to a fulfilling acting journey. I loved acting, but storytelling in every form was my calling. Sartain wasn't after fame. He was after connection, laughter, and creative expression. A proud Oklahoman and advocate for regional voices, Sartain also stood against stereotypes in Hollywood, often helping spotlight rising talents behind the scenes. With warmth, wit, and sincerity, Gailard Sartain gave us characters we loved and moments we'll never forget. His voice may now be silent, but his laughter echoes on. Gailard Sartain passed away on June 19, 2025, in the United States. He was 81 years old. His family confirmed the news and were by his side during his final moments. Please share your favorite Gailard moment in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to Who Died Today, and join us in honoring lives that shaped generations. And now, we explore the astonishing journey of country music's modern-day poet, Kacey Musgraves. With a voice that heals, lyrics that speak to the soul, and a style that redefines genre, Kacey is more than a star. She's a storyteller of a generation. What are your most memorable moments of Kacey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Her story is one of bold reinvention, raw honesty, and quiet power. From a small-town Texas girl with big dreams to a 6-time Grammy winner and cultural icon, Kacey Musgraves has become a symbol of fearless authenticity. Kacey Lee Musgraves was born August 21, 1988, in Golden, Texas, a town so small it almost disappears on a map. She wrote her first song at just 9 years old, performed at local festivals, and played the mandolin in a family band. But growing up in a traditional world, she often felt like an outsider. Her creative voice didn't always fit into what country music was supposed to sound like, and that difference became her power. In 2013, Musgraves released her major label debut, Same Trailer, Different Park. With its breakout hit Merry-Go-Round, she challenged country norms, earning critical acclaim for her fearless take on small-town life. That same year, she won the Grammy for Best Country Album, signaling the arrival of a powerful new voice. 2013, Same Trailer, Different Park debuts. 2015, Pageant Material pushes boundaries with Southern satire. 2018, Golden Hour wins Album of the Year at the Grammys, fusing country, pop, and psychedelia. 2021, Star-Crossed delivers an intimate portrait of heartbreak. 2024, 2025, headlines major festivals and embraces multimedia storytelling. Her ability to evolve without losing her identity is what makes her music timeless. In June 2025, Kacey shared that she suffered a broken rib after a serious fall in Mexico. The pain forced her to reschedule a major Nashville concert, showing fans once again her vulnerability and grace. After Golden Hour, many wondered what came next. The answer: Star-Crossed. A post-divorce concept album and visual film, it was Kacey at her most vulnerable and artistic, reminding fans she was never here to play it safe. "Follow your arrow wherever it points," she famously sang. That lyric became her manifesto. Fans speak of how she made them feel seen. Kacey supports LGBTQ+ rights, mental health awareness, and often uses her platform to amplify unheard voices. In early 2025, she dazzled on red carpets and stages alike, promoting a new fragrance line and teasing collaborations in film and fashion. Despite her injury, her artistic presence has never dimmed. Kacey has faced critique for blending genres or stepping outside traditional country. But her response has always been elegant. Evolution is not betrayal. Now healing and reflecting, Kacey continues to inspire. Her next chapter hints at more boundary-breaking music, with whispers of an acoustic soul project on the horizon. Kacey Musgraves is living proof that art doesn't need permission to be true. Through heartbreak, hope, and healing, she continues to sing the stories many are too afraid to tell. What part of Kacey's journey inspired you most? This is Who Died Today, celebrating not only lives lost, but those who continue to shape our world with grace, grit, and humanity. Breaking news today, we take a deep dive into the extraordinary life of a man who has defied gravity, Jon Bernthal, an actor whose fierce dedication and emotional honesty have reshaped modern cinema and television. From gritty anti-heroes to tender human beings, his journey speaks to resilience, transformation, and the power of truth. Join us as we honor his impressive legacy and invite you to reflect on the moments that moved you. And if his story inspires you, please tap the like button to pay your respects. Born September 20, 1976 in Washington, D.C., Jon grew up in a household steeped in public service and the arts. His mother Joan and father Eric instilled empathy and integrity, while his grandfather, musician Murray Bernthal, sparked Jon's early passion for performance. Following family uprooting and an unconventional move to Moscow to study at the acclaimed Moscow Art Theater School, Jon's dedication became clear. Here, he embraced discipline, purpose, and a fierce love for craft. Later, earning an MFA at Harvard's Institute for Advanced Theater Training, he laid a foundation of classical rigor and artistic depth that would define his future roles. Jon's ascent began on stage. More than 30 regional and off-Broadway productions with his own company, Fovea Floods. His breakthrough came in 2015, when he stunned audiences as Frank Castle in Daredevil. He locked into the role's physicality and psychological intensity, earning critical acclaim and fan devotion. This performance opened doors and introduced him as a new kind of leading man, one willing to sacrifice everything for authenticity. Over the years, Bernthal conquered both film and television. As Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones 2014, he turned one episode into a legend. The Wolf of Wall Street 2013, Ford v. Ferrari 2019, and King Richard 2021 all earned Oscars nominations, with Jon delivering powerful supporting performances. His gritty roles, Baby Driver 2017, The Accountant 2016, cemented his range. On The Mandalorian 2019, he charmed as the Mandalorian's ally, balancing strength with kindness. Each performance radiates soul, Each character leaves a mark, and that's Jon's true legacy. Jon's journey to each role is legendary. He broke his nose 14 times by 2018, not to court violence, but to bring visceral truth to the screen. He learned martial arts and highly physical stunts for Punisher, practicing tirelessly to honor comic book fans and veterans alike. He waits tables between auditions, constantly refining his craft, and never stops learning. In 2009, an encounter defending his dog led to a physical confrontation and arrest. A wake-up moment, Jon later reflected that it shaped his view of justice and restraint. He's spoken candidly about difficult experiences with on-set behavior, notably with Kevin Spacey on Baby Driver, and he didn't hesitate to speak his truth, demonstrating moral clarity and courage. Jon's career continues to flourish. The Last of Us 2023 introduced him as a calm father, showing he can navigate tenderness as masterfully as rage. Each new role feels like a renewal of his commitment to characters, to fans, to authenticity. He proves that evolving doesn't dilute greatness, it enhances it. Beneath Jon's rugged exterior pulses a soul colored by empathy and pain. He's spoken of sporting injuries, personal setbacks, long auditions where doors closed. He's confided that, at times, he feels just as fragile as the average person. It's this openness that transforms his performances into mirror struggles, resonating with those who dare to confront their own darkness. Jon Bernthal stands at the intersection of fearlessness and humanity. His legacy is not only in awards, box office numbers, or memorable scenes, but in every moment he allowed us to feel rage, sorrow, hope, tenderness. He reminds us that heroes don't have to be flawless, they have to be real. In a world of celebrity illusions, Jon Bernthal proves that true power lies in vulnerability. His characters have made us gasp, cry, cheer, and ultimately believe in the complexity of the human heart. What Jon moment touched you most? We want to hear your stories below. If his journey stirred something profound in you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tributes to lives illuminated by courage, purpose, and truth. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Jon Bernthal, for showing us that the bravest thing a person can do is stand true to themselves, come what may. It is with heavy hearts that we share the passing of a uniquely gifted artist, Emmy-winning actress Valerie Mahaffey, who died on May 30, 2025, in Los Angeles after a battle with cancer. She was 71. Today, we honor her incredible legacy, her unforgettable characters, and the quiet strength behind her unforgettable smile. If you've ever admired her work, please leave a thumbs up as a mark of respect. Who could forget her Emmy-winning performance as the quirky Eve in Northern Exposure? A moment that captured both charm and complexity, and remains one of her most iconic roles. Valerie Mahaffey was born on June 16, 1953, in Sumatra, Indonesia, to an American father and Canadian mother. At age 16, her family relocated to Austin, Texas, where she discovered her love for performance. She graduated with a BFA from the University of Texas at Austin in 1975. Behind her, often eccentric roles, was a quiet, reclusive soul, one who preferred depth over attention, vulnerability over fame. Valerie began her screen career on The Doctors, 1979-1981, earning a Daytime Emmy nomination. Her breakthrough came in 1990 with Northern Exposure, winning a Primetime Emmy in 1992. Through the years, she left her mark on Wings, Desperate Housewives, Devious Maids, Big Sky, and films like French Exit 2020, which earned her an Independent Spirit Award nomination. She once said, "My job is to make the abnormal feel normal, to make the audience believe." Valerie quietly battled cancer in her final years, choosing to focus on work and family. Valerie Mahaffey passed away on May 30, 2025 in Los Angeles, just 17 days before her 72nd birthday. Her death was confirmed by her husband, actor Joseph Kell. Co-stars called her a master of nuance. A fan wrote, "Valerie didn't just play characters, she became them. Rest easy, queen of quiet power." Valerie will be remembered as a master of subtle, eccentric depth, an actress who gave voice to the misunderstood and complex. Her passing echoes the recent losses of beloved character actors who added texture and heart to every project. As the curtain falls, we remember Valerie not just for the roles she played, but for the grace with which she lived. May her soul find eternal peace. Valerie remained largely private, avoiding Hollywood spotlight. Her challenge was being typecast, a hurdle she met with quiet excellence. What did Valerie Mahaffey's performances mean to you? Share your thoughts below. And if you wish to keep honoring remarkable lives, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Who Died Today. It's never easy to say goodbye to someone who brought so much joy into the world. But today, we remember a woman whose laughter lit up generations. Ruth Buzzi wasn't just a comedian, she was a force of warmth, wit, and wonder. Her smile, her timing, her characters, all unforgettable. If Ruth ever made you laugh, even once, please tap the like button to honor her legacy and memory. Who could ever forget Gladys Ormsby, the feisty, handbag-swinging spinster in glasses and a hairnet? A character so loved, so hilariously human, that she became a staple of American comedy history. Ruth Ann Buzzi was born on July 24, 1936, in Westerly, Rhode Island, to Rena and Angelo Buzzi. Her father, a master stone sculptor, instilled in her the artistry she later poured into her performances. Raised in Connecticut, she became head cheerleader at Stonington High and entered the Pasadena Playhouse at just 17, studying alongside future legends like Dustin Hoffman. Though famous for bold, outrageous roles, Ruth remained humble and private, later settling on a ranch in Texas. Away from cameras, she found peace and simplicity, living far from the noise of fame. After graduating in 1957, Ruth's journey began with stage revues and musical acts. Her big break came on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, 1967, where she played dozens of eccentric, brilliant characters across every single episode. She later starred in The Carol Burnett Show, Broadway's Sweet Charity, and many TV specials, leaving an indelible mark on sketch comedy. She once said, "If someone tells me they laughed because of me, that's better than gold." In her later years, Ruth quietly battled Alzheimer's disease, supported always by her devoted husband Kent Perkins, whom she married in 1978. Carol Burnett shared, "Ruth had a spark that could light up any room. Her heart was as huge as her talent." One fan wrote, "Ruth didn't just make us laugh, she made us feel seen." Ruth Buzzi helped pioneer a space for women in comedy, showing they could be bold, smart, weird, and wonderful. She gave us characters that made us laugh and made us feel. Her passing joins a string of losses that have left the world quieter. But her laughter still echoes in every sketch, every punchline, every smile she inspired. Ruth once said she hoped people would remember her with a grin. And we will. Through every laugh she gave us, her legacy lives on and always will. Ruth Buzzi passed away on May 1, 2025. May her soul rest in eternal peace. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your memories or favorite moments about these icons in the comments below. And if this tribute touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe for more emotional stories that celebrate the lives of those who will never be forgotten.